Hi students, welcome to Alphos e-learning chemistry classes for second year. The running chapter is organic chemistry and now we are in session number 45. In previous session we completed the study of ethers, the total preparation properties of all ethers we completed, and just now in this session we have to enter into the new topic which is nothing but the carbonyl compounds. Okay, and here the carbonyl compounds include both the aldehydes and ketones. And just you remember these carbonyl compounds, and next coming homologous series, it is nothing but carboxylic acids and their derivatives. All these are of playing very important role in biological or biochemical processes in our life. So many compounds are there which are of adding some sort of flavor, fragrance to the nature. So it is nothing but like cinnamaldehyde or salicylic aldehyde or some other vanilla. All these are nothing but some sort of aldehydes, but they are aromatic aldehyde. Just so either aromatic or aliphatic or esters, all these are of having some sort of importance in our daily life, in creating some fragrance, in creating some sort of flavor to our food materials or to the nature itself. So that's why it is a very important topic to discuss, and here we can observe all types of reagents that are working either in the preparation of these compounds or in the properties of these compounds, or sometimes so many types of isomerism we can observe, and the naming all we have to discuss in this one in detail. And first let me start, what are the carbonyl compounds and what is the carbonyl group and what is the bonding that exists in carbonyl group. All these first of all we have to discuss. Just let me write, it is, these are carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl compounds, the compounds that possess carbonyl group in their molecule. Carbonyl group. What is carbonyl group? It is nothing but the carbon that is having double bonded oxygen like this. That group is known as carbonyl group. And now these carbonyl compounds are actually two kinds. They are, one is nothing but aldehydes. One is aldehydes and the second one is nothing but ketones. Both these two combinedly known as carbonyl compounds because they possess, both these two compounds possess this carbonyl group. And now first let us consider what is this carbonyl group. Just you observe here, the carbonyl group is having double bonded oxygen with the carbon, and because of more electronegativity of this oxygen, automatically we can say that there will be some sort of partial positive on carbon and partial negative on oxygen. Actually this group is existing in two conjugative structures or resonating structures like this. It can be like this, carbon with positive charge and oxygen with a negative charge, and these two combinedly, that is nothing but the conjugative hybrid of these two is nothing but the actual structure. And simply we can say that carbonyl group is nothing but a polar group. It is a polar group. And now this carbonyl group is having the oxygen. Just now let us look at the bonding. This is having oxygen bonded with the carbon, as it is, oxygen is having two lone pairs of electrons and the carbon is having sigma, 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 3 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond. 1 pi bond, that is nothing but this one. And if we observe the pi bonding existence, actually we know pi bond is formed by overlapping, sidewise overlapping of the p orbitals like this. That means when this is one lobe and this is another lobe, pi bond is having two half lobes, is it not? And here in this structure, in this carbonyl group, carbon, oxygen when bonded like this, one pi lobe is above this and the other pi lobe is below this. So in such a manner the structure is having. Altogether, first of all we have to find what is the hybridization of carbon in this. Just simply you can guess, because carbon is having a double bond, it is under sp3 sp2 hybridization. sp2 Even when it is in positive charge also we can guess the same sp2 hybridization. So in carbonyl group, carbon is under sp2 hybridization. Just to remember, the third p orbital is in pi bonding, and already we know pi bonds require the pure p orbitals. That's why. Now this is about the structure of carbonyl group. Now this carbonyl group, when has, actually if we observe the carbonyl group after the carbon bonding with one oxygen with a double bond, still it is of having two valency vacant, and when the two valency vacant is present in the compound, that is nothing but divalent compound, divalent group, then it is nothing but, here simply we can say that the carbonyl group is divalent. But this divalency, divalent means two valency is still more there. Of this divalency, if one of the valency is bonded with hydrogen, always with one hydrogen, then it is nothing but aldehyde. Just you remember, aldehyde is nothing but carbonyl group where one of the valency of that carbonyl group is always bonded with hydrogen, then it is nothing but aldehyde group. If it is bonded with the alkyl group, that is nothing but with two carbons, then it is nothing but keto group, ketone. And here we are having the chance, one aldehyde, the first member of the aldehyde group is having the other one is also bonded with hydrogen, then it is nothing but formaldehyde. Just you remember, it is nothing but the first member of the aldehydes, and in general if we are considering this as R, that is aldehydes. So simply we can say that both the two valency may not be bonded with hydrogen, but one of the valency should be always bonded with hydrogen, then it is aldehyde. And in one, the first member of the aldehyde group, second valency is also bonded with hydrogen, that is nothing but formaldehyde. And just you remember that first member of the aldehyde, formaldehyde, is of exhibiting some sort of Mach deviations, and it is of having a special type of characteristic nature when compared to other aldehydes and when compared to ketones. So that's why we should have a look at that formaldehyde. Okay, we need not worry about that one, but altogether first of all we have to find that the carbonyl group is having two valency and hence it is divalent group, and when the two valency are bonded with the two carbons, different carbons, then it is known as ketone. That means two carbons means with two alkyl groups, when it is bonded, then it is known as ketone. Unlike that, in case if one of the valency is bonded with hydrogen, the other valency is bonded with carbon, then it is aldehyde, except one. That one is nothing but formaldehyde. In formaldehyde, both the two valency is bonded with hydrogen. Clear? That is about the type of the carbonyl compounds. And just here you remember, not only with this one, simply now we can consider in case if we are taking this CO group like this, and with this one, till now what we are observing is that CO group is actually keto group when it is of bonded with alkyl group. If it is hydrogen directly connected, then we are considering it is aldehyde group. And in case not only hydrogen, the same carbonyl group, actually we should not consider it as a carbonyl group, but it is a part of the other part. That carbonyl group is nothing but a part of other functional group. So let me give that one here. This CO, when it is bonded with OH, or when this CO when it is bonded with halogens, or this CO when it is bonded with alkoxy groups, with this CO when it is bonded with OCOR carboxylate groups, or this CO when it is bonded with NH2, like this. If you observe, in all these cases also we can find the presence of carbonyl group. And when it is RR, this is nothing but ketone. When it is RCOH, aldehyde. When it is RCOOH, it is carboxylic acid, you remember. And because that's why when two oxygen atoms are considered, when two oxygen atoms are present in the compound, like this, it is given as a separate homologous series. It is nothing but carboxylic acid, and in that carboxylic acid the CO group is, along with the CO group, OH is also present. And in case of that OH is now in place of OH, if chlorine present, then it is known as acid halide or acid chlorides, and here it is RCOOR, it is acid ester, acid esters, and RCOOCOR, it is nothing but acid anhydride, it is, and RCONH2, it is nothing but acid amide. Like that, in all these, just it is nothing but a carboxylic acid group, just you remember, and all the remaining are considered as carboxylic acid derivatives, CAD. C stand for carboxylic, A stand for acid, D derivative, where carboxylic acid is having RCOOH. If this OH is replaced by different groups like this, then they are known as acid derivatives. All these are of having the carbonyl group within the other functional group, but even though there is CO group, in these cases, that is in carboxylic acids and acid derivatives, the CO group should not be considered as the carbonyl group. Only in these two cases we have to consider as the carbonyl group, that is in ketone and in aldehyde. Already, as I told you in the previous, just now, these are, that is nothing but the carbonyl compounds and the carboxylic acids and the derivatives. All these are of all these compounds are finding much importance in adding the fragrance and flavor to the nature. Not only to the nature, in our life we can observe so many important roles played by these different compounds in our daily life, in biochemical processes. Clear? And now let us go for the naming of these carbonyl compounds. And in these carbonyl compounds, when we are considering the naming, first of all we have to move for the naming of the carboxylic aldehydes, that is carbonyl compound. One group is nothing but aldehyde, and first of all we have to study what are different names, that is nothing but what are the names given to the aldehydes in common system, and then in IUPAC system how to write the names of these aldehydes we have to consider. And for that purpose, first of all, to get the name of the aldehyde, that is aliphatic aldehyde, here first let me give, as usual in previous homologous series, here also we can find different types of aldehydes. Here nomenclature of aldehydes, that is C double bond O H or simply CHO we can write. And these aldehydes, just you remember, these aldehyde is always a terminal functional group. I think you know what is terminal functional group. Terminal functional group means it is always present at the end of the molecule. Not only aldehyde, all the carboxylic acids and their derivatives are also considered as the terminal functional group. It is terminal function group, and hence if it is of main functional group, then we have to consider this position of this carbonyl group as first position. That is, the position of that carbon in CHO is taken as the first carbon in the compound. And now this is aliphatic. First we have to consider aliphatic aldehydes. They are represented as RCHO. And next one is aromatic aldehydes. In this case, aromatic aldehydes, here we can find, as usual, two types of compounds we can find. They are nothing but, first one is CHO directly present on benzene ring. This is, and the second one is that CHO group is present on side chain, not on benzene ring, like this. So this is aryl, but this is aryl substituted. Here it is aryl aldehydes and this is aryl substituted aldehyde. Already from previous sessions also we are discussing about this classification. Just you have to recall once again the same thing. When that functional group is directly present on benzene ring, it is aryl. If it is not present directly on benzene ring, if it is present on the side chain, then it is considered as aryl substituted. Is it not? Here also it is aryl and it is aryl substituted. And next, third one, cyclic. Here cyclic aldehydes, actually aldehyde being the functional group, being the terminal functional group, within the cycle like ethers, it is not possible to involve. But unlike that of the aldehyde, ketone can involve. Okay, when we are discussing about that ketone, there we can study about that one. But here it is present as CHO like this, and this is one type, that is CHO group is directly linked to cyclic compound, and the other one is that CHO group is present on side chain like this. Here it is cycloalkyl substituted aliphatic aldehydes, and this is nothing but cycloalkyl aldehyde group is directly linked. So why we are classifying like this is slight variation in naming of all these compounds. Different all these compounds, when we are considering, the naming is different. Now for each of these groups, how we are starting the name in general. Now aldehydes, their common name, let me write the common name of these aldehydes and IUPAC names. For these two, common name is nothing but it is arrived. We can get the common name of aldehydes simply as corresponding acid common name minus ic acid plus aldehyde. So with this general formulation, we should know, we can understand that to write the names of the aldehydes in common system, first of all we should know the corresponding acid common names. Formaldehyde, it is nothing but the name is derived from formic acid. From formic acid, ic acid is deleted and then just aldehyde is added, and thereby it is formic common name minus ic acid plus aldehyde, altogether it is giving formaldehyde. Acetic acid, acetaldehyde, propionic acid, propienaldehyde, butyric acid, butyraldehyde, like that. Simply we can write. But altogether for common system of the naming of aldehydes, we should know the common names of corresponding. Here corresponding acid means the same number of carbons when present in the acid. Say for example in aldehyde, one carbon present, we have to consider the carboxylic acid which is also having only one carbon in it. That is meaning of corresponding acid. Clear? And in IUPAC system, just their names are written as alkane minus E plus al. It is nothing but alkanol. Just you observe, alkanol is alcohol. Alkanol, NOL is alcohol, but here it is NaL. Al is aldehyde, OL is alcohol. Alkanol. Here when alkane is considered, the carbon number, that is the carbon which is present in CHO group, is also taken to give the root number. You remember, the root number will attract the carbon which is present in CHO group also. So with including that carbon, what is the alkane, that is the root word is arrived. With that one, the alkane name ends with al, is nothing but the IUPAC system of naming for the aldehydes. And now coming to this, actually it is benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde is the common name. Strictly speaking, its IUPAC name is benzene carbaldehyde. You remember, benzene carbaldehyde. Why? Because benzene carbaldehyde is, this benzene is not including this carbon. Carbon is separately present. It is not present within the ring. and thereby this total is considered as carbaldehyde, and thereby this is benzene. So simply IUPAC name is benzene carbaldehyde, but this common system of benzaldehyde is adapted in IUPAC system. Benzaldehyde is now adapted in. So simply, instead of strictly speaking, it should be benzene carbaldehyde, but by adapting this benzaldehyde, we are considering that benzaldehyde is the IUPAC name. And in this case, it is not benzaldehyde. It is not at all the derivative of benzaldehyde. Just it is nothing but coming from this. It is alkanol, because it is straight chain, that is aliphatic, is it not? And that alkanol is having beta. On beta there is phenyl group. So beta phenyl alkanol or phenyl substituted alkanol is the common name. And in IUP it is say for example, when we are considering this is alkanol, it is alkanol, it is IUPAC system, it is phenyl substituted alkanol. Here the phenyl is present on 1, 2. Already I told you to consider this one as the first carbon 2 phenyl alkanol. Here it is 2 carbons present, hence alk is nothing but 2 phenyl ethanol. 2 phenyl ethanol is the name, IUPAC name. In common system, these are considered as phenyl methyl aldehyde, because it is of having the methyl with aldehyde, and it is also having the phenyl group on it, and thereby it is phenyl methyl aldehyde. Clear? And next this one, here the common name is nothing but cyclopropyl aldehyde. Cyclopropyl aldehyde. In IUPAC system, it is cyclopropane carbaldehyde is the IUPAC name. Similar to that of benzaldehyde, here also the CHO group has to be considered as carbaldehydic group. But in this case, it is nothing but normal, that is the alkyl that is aldehyde, it is nothing but ethyl. Simply the common name, it is nothing but propanaldehyde, is it not? Here it is nothing but acetaldehyde. Actually in IUPAC system it is ethanol, and in common system it is not methyl aldehyde we can consider, or otherwise phenyl acetaldehyde. Actually the name from its carboxylic acid derivative, it should be considered as acetaldehyde. Here it is also it is propanaldehyde, and this propanaldehyde is having the cyclopropyl. So on alpha beta cyclopropyl propanaldehyde is the common name, and in IUPAC name simply we can consider this as the propanol. On that propanol 1, 2, 3 cyclopropyl, 3 cyclopropyl propanol is the IUPAC name. Like that, simply when the CHO is directly linked to cyclic group, it is carbaldehyde. If it is present on side chain, then we have to consider this cyclic alkyl group as the substituent. It is nothing but similar to that of the aryl aldehydes. Here also, when it is present directly linked to benzene, it is benzaldehyde, and any other compound which is where the CHO is present on benzene ring is considered as the derivative of benzaldehyde. Unlike that of this, if that CHO is present on side chain, then it is nothing but aryl substituted aliphatic aldehydes. Like that, we have to provide the names for these different compounds. Clear? And in coming session, I am going to provide you some examples to write the names of these compounds and common names. First of all, before going for that, we should know the corresponding acid common names. So when we are thorough with the common names of the acids, then only we can write the common name of the that is aldehydes. Okay, thank you.